All right. So, Father, y'all, we thank you for today. We give you praise and honor for your word. We thank you for, again, another day that you've allowed us to live, to see another Shabbat, that you blessed us to come together and to come together by the way of technology with our brothers and sisters that connect with us. We give you praise and honor. Thank you again for keeping us safe through yet another week. And we thank you for this time that you have given us the opportunity to eat from your basora. Your basora is your word. And we just ask now, Father, for the guidance of your Ruach to bring knowledge and wisdom of that knowledge of what you're saying to us through your word. And we know if we do everything that is written in it, all shall be well with us. All shall be well with us. So we're going to stay with the current that we've been current title that we've been dealing with. The Most High making a definitive knowing who His people is in the earth, and what you should begin to see, even on your behalf, here personally as you move, and even for, like I say, our remnant, even the Gentile remnant that's connected to us, the Most High is moving for them too, because they're doing as we are. They have to become like we are, keeping the same things we are. And like I said, if you go on and read, I'm going to bring that out another time, that we won't be by ourselves until the Most High bringing us into our promise. We're going to have some folks that's going to be connected with us. They are the Gentile remnant that have chosen to obey the Most High and to submit to Him and keep His laws, statutes, and commandments. So we're not a group that's beating down the white man, beating down the whoever, you know what I'm saying? Because it ain't the white man and ain't no other nationality. What happened to our people was strictly what? Our fault, right? Moving away from our Elohim, which He allowed all these other nations / nationalities to have dominion and rulership over us. And so a lot of times you see some brothers and they just steady focusing on, it ain't that. You have to get back to what really happened to us. Those folks, those nationalities of people never had any power over us until we start disobeying and going against the covenant of the Most High that He only made with our people. And that's what happened to us. And so that's why you continue to hear me repetitive say there's nothing outside of us that is happening, that is happening to us. Everything that happens to us, it starts with us, right? It starts with us. What we do is not something cause that happened. No, it's something on the inside. If we stay connected to Yah, we stay in His blessings. When we get disconnected from Yah, we invite His judgment and His curses on our life. It's simple. It's simple. It is written, right? Everybody that reads and study, you know that's written. It's nothing. It's not a long dialogue. It is as it is. And like I said, for those, I used to say, like I was saying last week, I used to think that it was common sense. How do you don't get that? How do you don't see that? Until the Most High said it's not common sense. It's chosen sense. You've been chosen to see it. So that helped me to move on from some people. I'm like, how do you not get that? Look at it, read it. See, when you get it and understand, that means you've been chosen. It's chosen sense, you see? Okay. All right. So let's get ready to dive. I open up the door. We got a little turned up in here with that food burning back there, so y'all should feel a little cooling, y'all. Again, before we start, man, let's give the Most High one more big hand praise. Thank you. Nothing like a good old sweaty praise. Yeah. All right. Let's go to the book of Genesis. Genesis chapter 35, verse 10. Genesis 35, verse 10. Genesis chapter 35 and verse 10. You ready, Elder? All right.
And the Most High said unto him, Thy name is Jacob. Thy name shall not be called any more Jacob, but Israel shall be thy name. And he called his name Israel.
Okay, let's go to same book, chapter 32 and verse 28. Genesis 32 and verse 28. Genesis 32, chapter 32 and verse 28.
And he said, Thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel. For as a prince hast thou power with Yahuwah and with men, and has prevailed.
And so what we have to understand that we are the bloodline children of Israel. We're those people, like I say, we're that bloodline of Jacob, who was later named what? Israel, right? Israel. And we're that bloodline that the Most High gave his laws. He gave us his laws. And no other nation has never known him like we do. No other nation has known him like we do. And we're going to pick that apart more. And that's why, like I say, this teaching is to come to draw us back to who we are, because everything in this world that we in is to pull us away or try to keep us from tapping into this knowledge that gives us power about who we are as a people, and tries to make us take on all identities that have no power, that have no sustainable power. It seems like you're powerful for a moment, then it fades out. But when we lock in to what the Most High said about the word, it doesn't leave, because the Most High power don't fade, right? It endures forever and ever. All right, so let's go to Deuteronomy chapter 4, and we're gonna read verses 7 through 8. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8. Deuteronomy chapter 4, verse 7 and 8.
For what nation is there so great, who have Yahuwah so nigh unto them, as the Most High, our Elohim, is in all things that we call upon him for? And what nation is there so great, that has statutes and judgment so righteous as all this law, which I set before you this day?
So you see how the writer is asking a question, like what nation? Nation, whenever you see nation, that means nationality of people, right? That's what it means, nationality of people, not some land mass. Talking about a people. He says, what nation is so what? Great. What nation is so great? So they have their own statute, judgment, righteousness, all the law. What nation? Look at somebody and say, what nation is that? Look at them asking, what nation is that? What nationality of people is that? Say this with me, loud. No one.
No one.
Can't hear you. No one.
No one.
But Israel. That's your answer. What nation? See, man, when you, like I said, when you allow this to really, don't just, I read my Bible. If you doing it like that, it's a waste of time. But I read it for nourishment, for insight, to know who I am, to know my power, to get connected back to the one that I came from. That's why I read my Bible, not just to say, oh, I'm going to send you Joel 1:5. We don't need no clout chasing Hebrews. That's what you have a lot. That's what you got going on a lot with a lot of our people. They're clout chasing. They want, you know, clout. They want attention. You know, we're trying to get back and understand who we are, because the more we connect with who the Most High calls us to be, then the more He can manifest through us through the places where He ordered our steps, whether it be an occupation, whether it be a particular landmass neighborhood He has us to stay in, the people that He's ordained for us to come into contact with. The more we know about ourselves, and see, like I say, the whole objective is going on. There's everything in this world is watched to keep one people from learning who they are. And I'm going to show you. You go see what I'm saying in just a minute. Okay. All right, let's move on. So the most I say, what nation, what nationality people is so great? So great. Now watch. He calls us a great people, right? But that ain't what the world says about us. They look at us, we just crap, right? We the scum of the earth. Everywhere we go. You go to Brazil. When I went to Brazil, when I went to Jamaica, like some of the hoods look the same. I like nothing different. I went with a group of white folks. I say nothing different. I said it just looked like the same place. I said I can go on the west side where I'm from. It looked like that over here in Jamaica, like the west side over here. It looked like that in Brazil. And guess who's living over there? Our people. They just speak Portuguese, patois. You know, that's it. It's the same everywhere you go. But like I said, to hear who you are, the greatness of you, who you are, you're not going to hear it nowhere on this earth. But watch, when you get into this word and realize He ain't got nothing to do with no Christianity, because what Christianity tried to do is move us from that. It's all of us. See, God calls us a great people. No, not you. He's talking about that nationality that is connected to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. You can't do that. And so they made it so sweet till you'll never think about it. You see how, because it feels good. Christianity feels good. He just loves us. No, He don't. That ain't what He said. So, you know, that's why I say you got to, when people say that now, you have to say, show me where that's at again so I can read it and study it. Right? All right. So let's move. Let's go to, again. No, you know what? We already know what Psalms 147, 19, 20 say, right? Y'all know what that means, right? He hath not dealt with no other nation, but who? Now, you know what? We need to hear it, because these are the things that you need to get in your spirit, download when you're witnessing to people. This is one verse that you share with them. Who is this talking about? Because this clearly just actually brings out what I'm just saying, that Christianity just lumps everybody like He was dealing with everybody, right? He wasn't dealing with everybody. So let's go to Psalms 147. Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20. Because we can't move off emotions, what we think, what they say. What did the Most High say in His word? What did He say? Psalms 147, verse 19 and 20. Psalms 147, verses 19 through 20. Let's get it.
He showeth His word unto Jacob.
We know that the He pronoun He is talking about Yahuwah, right? Go ahead.
His statutes and His judgments unto Israel.
Who He showed His statutes, His laws unto?
Israel.
And His statutes and His judgment to Israel. Israel, that's not everybody. That's Christianity don't say that, all right? He wasn't dealing with no Christianity. Go ahead.
He have not dealt so with any nation.
So we know that nations mean what? Nationalities of what? People. So He ain't dealt with no other nation but who? Us, which is who? The Israelites, right? Israel, right? Yeah. He ain't dealt with nobody else. He ain't dealt with nobody else. Go ahead.
And as for His judgments, they have not known them.
They have not known them. That's why they teach in error. How can I have somebody that don't know Him and they ain't teaching? And then watch, if they say they really know Him and they're preaching, why won't they say what the Bible's saying? You got the same Bible I got. And I'm a street dude. I wasn't raised in the church. But if you really seeking to know the Most High, a God, Lord, He gonna bring you into this truth of what He gonna bring you past what Christianity done told you. It's going to take you reading, researching for yourself. No, Pastor, I can't go with that. That sounds like something you made. I can't even find that in the book. Because I'm reading this, but you saying that. So who was I supposed to believe? You or your creator? He wasn't dealing with no other nationality of people. And they hate this. They hate that. Watch, they know everything that was said, that the Most High said, what people are so great. They know who are great. They know that we were great. We were great people. That's why on your jobs, everywhere you go, they try to tear us down. We have to work extra harder. And I dare any man to come before me and say that's a lie. In legal situations, we get slapped harder. Y'all know it. Getting loans and things for that. Y'all know, you know. All this predatory lending for school loans. That's why the Most High started dealing with them. Because it was predatory. You know you can't do a kid like that. And guess who suffered the most from all that loan, all that? Guess who? The majority that really suffered was paying for a house that they didn't even have through school loans. Guess who that was on? Us. And so the Most High he's starting to deal with things. He's starting to deal with it. Okay? So he wasn't dealing with no other nation. Just us. Okay. Let's go on. Let's go to Psalms chapter 78, verse 5. Psalms chapter 78, verse 5. Psalm 78, verse 5. Watch this.
For he established a testimony in Jacob. And appointed a law in Israel.
His descendants. Israel is Jacob's descendants. But remember, he changed Jacob's name to what? Israel. So when he say he established a law in Israel, he's talking about his descendants. Go ahead.
Which he commanded our fathers, that they should make them known to their children.
Now watch. Parents, future parents. He said, when I give you children, this is you supposed to make this known. And so, like I say, yeah, I used to teach up on like a Christianity mindset until the Most High dealt with me. You see what I'm saying? So now it's correcting. Because he just told, look, read again, Elder.
For he established a testimony in Jacob. And appointed a law in Israel.
Israel is a nationality of people. Okay?
Which he commanded our fathers.
He commanded our fathers. No, he ain't talking about everybody's fathers. He talking about the fathers of Israel, the Israelites, right? Watch this.
That they should make them known to their children.
They should make them known to their children. Men, he said to the fathers. That's why you don't marry not a man that ain't connected to y'all. Because he's supposed to make your children known what the Most High is saying through his word. Right? Am I right about it? That's right. You don't marry nobody because they fine, handsome, look good, got a ton. No. Are they going to be able to teach this? Because the devil is full of money. Look what he says that the fathers are supposed to make their children known to. Because many watch, when you look at this, say, many go fall short right there. Many watch, don't even make their children known to it because they're too busy trying to be their friend and be light. Hell with being light. You know why the hell with being light? Because if I don't make them known to what the Most High said, guess what? Hell is where I'm going. I didn't make these children. He sent them to me. He sent them through me, right? And he's giving me a what? Ain't that a command? Make them known what? The Most High's laws and statutes, right? Ain't that what it say? That's what we're supposed to be doing. See, you have to take this serious. This is where our focus is at. Like our focus is everywhere now. Because when we get focused right here, any struggle that our kid got, well, no, you got to get in here because when you get in here, your whole career, your whole identity will unfold because you're not in here. Maybe the father ain't in there. That's why the child can't unfold like they need to. Or watch, you can't have a mother in the way of that father trying to teach them what the Most High said, because then you in error. You in error. You see? Y'all see what the book say? And so this is even like this word is so broad and so deep. It's even talking about, okay, that's what type of person I have to connect to as a female. Do I have somebody, a man that's connected to Yah, that lives for Yah? That when it's time for us to have children, I know, watch, he go teach him, because this is how he live. He ain't trying to watch. Yeah, I know the Bible say this, but the Most High don't deal with compromising. He don't deal with no compromise. You got to stand, what the young folks say now, you got to stand 10 toes down in this book. Right? But y'all told me, we standing on business. That's what her and Mike told me. All right? Yeah, hey, you better be standing on this word. Yeah, you got to be standing on business. He got to be standing on business with this word. Right? Yeah. Right, David? When it's your time, look, baby, they go get this word. Yeah, this is how my daddy raised me. If it ain't Yahweh, it ain't no way. All right. And see, it's good for the young people to hear this, because a lot of time they go buck against the parent, because no, that parent got an assignment. You came through them. The Most High is giving that father a command. That's a command for that man. You see why the headship got to be in place? The Most High said, I don't care about your feeling trying to make them like you. The hell, like, I don't care about not one kid liking me. I got to say what the Most High say. I got to do what he telling me to do, right? If you really about what he's saying. Okay. Watch now. Let's go to, I'm about to wrap it up. Let's go to Baruch. Shoot that over. Baruch chapter 3, verse 36. So they will make them known to their children. Like today, these kids know everything except the word, you know what I'm saying? And so when we start teaching the truth, watch, you say, well, man, why can't we do that? Because watch, the fathers ain't taught it right. The Father and the Most High go come at the fathers, you know that? Whether you chose to live for the Most High or not, he's still coming for you. Because, you know why? Because he gave every man a chance to live for him. We go choose what we want to do, right? Baruch chapter 3, verse 36. You got it? Yeah. What is that? What does the first word start with? He. He. Is everybody got that? It start with a he? Mm-hmm. Got it? Okay. All right. Baruch, everybody got it? Good. Baruch, chapter 3, verse 36. Watch this.
He have found out all the way of knowledge, and have given it unto Jacob, his servant, and to Israel, his beloved. To Israel, his who? Beloved. Who did he give it to? It's us. Israel, his beloved. Look, he loves us. No, he has a beloved. It's called who? Israel. Christianity don't teach that. It's like, because when you lumping everybody in there, you don't think about yourself, right? No, you can't do that. See, I'm going to show you, these other nations knew that. And they became jealous of how the Most High favored us as a people. And so you hearing all these things, how the Most High looks at it and thinks about us. That's why his judgment came on us so great. Because how he dealt with us, what we were supposed to be in the earth realm. Like I said, what you're supposed to be, wherever he ordered your steps at, if you're not being that, you're going to struggle. You know that? You're going to struggle. Baruch chapter 3, verse 36. Baruch. You're going to struggle. Not meaning that, watch, when you're living for him, and you're going to have tests and trials that's going to come up. But we know that through our brothers and sisters in the past, he always brought them through, right?
he brought them through, and even many of their adversaries turned and started serving our Elohim. Because that's the power of the Most High working in our ancestors' life. And they're like, we want that God right there. He's a real God. Okay, read that one more time. Baruch, chapter 3, verse 36.
He have found out all the way of knowledge, and have given it unto Jacob his servant.
He found out what?
All the way of knowledge.
So he's talking about he's found out knowledge, right? So he's finna tell you what the Most High did with his knowledge, right? You need to know what the Most High did with his knowledge. And this right here, man, I get so hyped up, I be ready to run through a wall. So the Most High has knowledge, right? What did the Most High do with the knowledge that he had? It tells us, right? Watch this. What did he do with it?
He have found out all the way of knowledge, and have given it unto Jacob.
Gave it to who?
Jacob.
The descendants of who? Jacob, the Israelites. He gave it to them. The Most High. Y'all, do you see that? He gave us his knowledge. But when we ain't in tune to the scriptures, we leaning into what? Some man's knowledge. Some man's way of doing things. That's why a lot of times your occupation and things are so hard, because you're trying to figure it out off of a man's way. But the Most High said the steps of a righteous man are what? Ordered by the Most High. So watch, if he ordered my steps in this occupation, then surely he's ordered the knowledge that I need, watch, to win and to overcome every obstacle that I'm going to face. That it might be a witness back unto me that the Most High get glory. Watch, who is that lady? Who is that brother? Man, how do you know how to do that? Because we've been just beating our head against the wall for years, and here you come 2 months in and you done figured this thing out. We like Zechariah, baby, not by might and not by power, but by my ruach, says the Most High. In other words, when we get our stuff, the Most High give us that knowledge and wisdom on what to do, how to do it, when to do it, who to do it with, what to say, when to say, how to say it. Come on up in here. He give us that. He said he's giving us knowledge. So if he give us knowledge and we stay connected to him, how can we what? Fail. We fail because we begin to do it. Lean unto our what? Own. And we begin to value a man's way. Man's way of doing it. You see? No, let me seek him. He said, watch. Seek me what? And I will be what? I will be found. He said, watch. Acknowledge me and what? I will do what? I will direct your path. In other words, whatever comes, I'm acknowledging the Most High. I'm going in deep meditation. Most High, I come to you about your will. What you saying? I'm not worried about some person that's rising up talking dirty and nasty about me. That comes with the territory. And if you ain't delivered from people, guess what? You have an ego problem, and you're going to continue to put on for the praises of man. And you're going to continue to lose. You're going to gain, but watch. You're going to keep having to try to ride that dog and pony show to keep up. They didn't. I wonder what's wrong with them. They weren't happy today. They ain't never been happy. I'm only here for one reason, to do the Most High's will. You see what I'm saying? I'm not worried about that person, because watch. Who liked it? Noah. Nobody liked it Noah until it started raining. Right? They didn't like him. They hated what he was saying. Who liked it? Elijah. Remember he asked our ancestors, how long are you going to tarry between serving two gods? 1 minute you want to serve the Most High, then you want to serve the Gentile gods of the world. Go and do what they're doing. How long? He said, man, this is deep. Ain't that deep? Like, that hit me right there. He said, I give my knowledge. The Most High said, I gave my knowledge to Jacob. What do you think when other nationalities and people hear this and like, what about us? Now you see why they talk down. You see what I'm saying? But we're so want to be like. No, once you get connected, I'm not worried about being liked by nobody. Because I'm loved by by something that is not of this world. You see what I'm saying? And the way he's giving me to move and operate. I don't move by man's science, wisdom, and knowledge. I'm connected back to my Elohim. You see what I'm saying? And man, that's a good feeling to know why I cannot be stopped. Only way I can be stopped, Michael J stops himself. No man stops Michael J but Michael J himself. They saying this. No, that's what you saying. And the most I said, how you giving focus to that? All that focus you giving on what they saying, that's what you're supposed to be meditating your mind on and locking in on my word with. But you're able to lock in on what they're saying because you're far away from me. You're far away from me. I give you my knowledge. Read that again, man. We might just end. We're going to end right there. I can't even go no farther. Did y'all hear that? Do you know what the Most High is giving you? See, watch, if you stay in this world, you stay big houses, nice car. Oh, that's nice. Oh, this is nice right here because when you have this, you can have whatever he wants you to have. You see what I'm saying? And watch, when you get an understanding of this and live by this, he said, before you even ask, I've already answered. Didn't even have to ask for it. It just came to me. Go ahead, read it one more time. We're going to end right here. This is a good place to end, right? Yeah, we're going to end right here today.
He have found out all the way of knowledge, and have given it unto Jacob.
Have given it unto who?
Jacob.
Given Jacob, the descendants of Jacob, the Israelites, his knowledge. Now you see why, watch. Why you pulled here? Why you pulled there? Do you know what was given to you? But let me say this. It's not going to operate in you until you start locking in and reading and studying and meditating. If you do it from a religious form, you ain't going to get it. Let me see what the Most High is saying to me today. That's how you go in the Word. Most High, show me what you're saying to me today. You sitting on the toilet. Most High, you don't be open your phone looking at nothing. Most High, what you saying to me today? Throughout the day, let me open up and see what he's saying to me. Because I'm not like everybody else. No, I know I'm not like everybody else. I'm reading it. He's telling me about myself, right? You don't even know about yourself. All these other nations know about yourself. He said the reason why we lose, we perish for what? Lack of knowledge. Because we have departed. Let's do that. Hosea 4:6. We're going to end right there. And this is why we miss the mark. Hosea chapter 4, right? Yes. Verse 6. Hosea chapter 4, verse 6. We're going to end right here today.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
Now watch. Most people in the Christian world, they stop right there. You know that? You ever notice they didn't give you the other part? You never heard the other part. Like I never heard the other part until I started reading and studying. They only would give that part. My people. And then they never like take time and slow it down. Well, why does he say my people? Why it's everybody, right? Because my is like personal, right? That's like an exclusive group. Go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge.
They're being destroyed. They're losing because they what?
Rejected knowledge.
They don't obey what he say. They read the Bible but don't obey it. They carry a Bible that don't obey it. They download the Bible app but don't read it or study and meditate on it. They rejected it. I ain't got time for that. I got to do me. I ain't trying to hear that right now. They rejected it. He said, watch. What's happened to you is not about nothing that somebody's doing to you. You're being destroyed because of when you reject what the Most High say, you get what? Destroyed. Ain't that's what he said? For every action, there's going to be a what? Reaction. For every choice you choose, well, based on what the Most High, just understand, there's consequences and what? repercussions for what you choose to do. You know he said it, but you just go keep on not doing it, huh? Okay, let's see how that look in the Bible with your answers. Might not seem like you're being judged on it right now, but like I said, if you ain't being judged on it right now, that means you're still in the warning stage. She's giving you a grace period, right? Turn from that now. I don't want to whoop you. Turn from it. I'm just warning you. Go ahead, on.
I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy Elohim.
He said, you ain't finna be no, watch this. Now just watch how he watch how he deal with 90% of preachers today. He said, you ain't finna be a priest to me. Ain't that what he said?
That's right.
You ain't finna be a priest to me and you reject the law. Ain't that what he said?
That's what he said.
Most of the law done away with. Yeah, the law of sin and death, where we don't have to offer rams and bullocks. He fulfilled that law where, watch, we don't die immediately for sinning. He give us a grace period, a time to repent and get right. That's what he fulfilled. And say, all right, now I'm giving you mercy. Get right now. I already died for that. He said, watch this. Watch. This is what he said about these priests. You ain't going to be no priest to me. In other words, a messenger to me, and you done rejected the law. And that's what it just said. Yes. I don't care how they hoop, holler, sound. I don't care how good they sing. If they ain't singing and leading their people, I don't care. Look what he say. You ain't finna be no priest to me. You a priest, but not one of mine. So you see, yeah, that's a pastor, but not a pastor of the Most High of the Bible. That's a pastor of another God. That's a priest of another God. That's a bishop of another God. You know what I'm saying? Apostle, prophet, whatever prophetess of another God, not the Elohim of this scripture. Okay, read it all full and we gonna be done.
My people are destroyed for lack of knowledge.
The Israelites, go ahead.
Because thou hast rejected knowledge, I will also reject thee, that thou shalt be no priest to me, seeing thou hast forgotten the law of thy Elohim. I will also forget thy children.
You see? You can play around you want to, because this word is still living today. Say I don't know about all that. Okay. When your parent ain't telling you like they supposed to, and stuff start happening, coming down, just tell them, you know what, thanks, Mom. Thanks, Dad. Thanks a lot. He said, I'll forget your children. You know why you gonna forget your children? This is why you gonna forget your children, because your children don't know it, because he told the forefathers why. Remember, he just told us earlier what the fathers are supposed to do? Teach the kids, right? They're supposed to teach the kid. Now watch. All fathers gonna have the opportunity. No man on this earth is not gonna have go be able to stand before the Most High and say, you never came to me. Yes, you did. But you rejected it when he came. I ain't got time. All they trying to do is take your money. You ain't never gave no money. And I'm talking about somebody, that's why I deal with people. All they want is your tithe money. I tithe all the time. Big money. I ain't never lost nothing. So show me what you tithe and show me how you losing. That's what a lot of men do. You see what I'm saying? Show me. We know, right? We know it work. Y'all, we know this work. We know it work. So the most I like it when you see, watch, and I'm finna say this to the men, you see, watch, you see who he's dealing with. He said nothing about no woman. Who he dealing with? That headship. That headship. Y'all heard that right, women? He didn't say nothing about no woman, did he? Fathers. Well, a woman ain't a father, right? That man got to be in place with y'all. But we in such a perverted society, what men only think about sex. And women, like, they don't understand the word. No, it ain't about no sex. This is deep. There's, like you hear me say all the time, we are here on assignment, even to the remnant of Gentiles. The men, you see, like I say, most people don't understand that. Men, he made you a man for a reason. You can sit there and want to be like Lil Bow Wow, Slim Thug. You can want to be like Michael Jordan, LeBron. You can be like them. But guess what? If they ain't being like the Most High, it's a waste of time. Most High don't care about no dunking, how fast you run, how hard you hit. He don't care about none of that. That ain't got nothing to do with keeping them laws, right? No, he don't care about that. How many muscles you got? He don't care nothing about that. How much you can lift, how much gaming you do. He don't care nothing about that. We gonna deal with that because like I said, I'm pointing out that because there's an order. The Most High has an order. He said, "You're not gonna be a priest to me." You know, we know in Romans, he said, "Watch the laws and service of the Most High." He gave to who? The Israelites. There's a way we supposed to be living, conducting our home. He said, "What? Men, I call you to get back connected to me. You don't get connected to me while trying to." Even if you with a female or a wife that don't want to do, you don't get there trying to what's my word? Compromise. That's what happened to Adam, right? You don't get that compromise. You stand down on what he say. You have to. And you see it all throughout the Bible. When he stand down, the Most High come down and move. He come down and move. And we have to talk like that because our young people need to know. I don't care how fine he look. I don't care what he look like. You better make sure he live for y'all. Because guess what? I'm telling you females this. A lot of times they just want to get in your underwear anyway. That's it. When they're in your underwear, everything changed. I don't know about that. I don't know all about that Bible stuff. And I definitely don't know you. Especially when you give an example on how it's supposed to be done, you see? That's what your fathers are supposed to be. I watch an example of how it's supposed to be done. Have you ever seen your father suffer? Have you ever seen your father go broke? Have you ever seen your father not come through? Come on. Right? So then we give it back to our kids, right? Am I right about it? He said we got to teach them this way. And that's what he just said. He said we have to teach them this way. Because then watch, we cause them to be forgotten, right? He said, watch, you done forgot my law, so I'm going to forget your kids. Because you forget it, guess what? You teaching them to be like you. You loose in it, so guess what? They loose with it. I don't know, I know they say this, but no, you better listen to this word. I tell him all the time, I ain't trying to be his friend. At all. I'm here to what? Direct them back to what the Father said. The one who sent them. Through me. Father, y'all, we thank you for today. We give you praise. We give you honor for who you are. And may we give ourselves, oh Father, wholeheartedly to seeking you day in and day out. To live by, Father, your standards, your laws, statutes, and commands. That all shall go well with us. To my brother and my sister say, brother, how do I start living for the Most High? I'm going to give you an example prayer on how you can get started living for him. And all prayers, you're going to hear me just talk this out because that's all prayers, just a conversation with you talking to the Most High in a real way, coming to him real, not being fake and phony, not coming to him because you want him to get you out of trouble. And then once you're out of trouble, you go back to doing what you shouldn't be doing. It's none of that. The most important thing about conversating with the Most High is taking time out after you get through talking and listening to what he has to say to you about what you were talking to him about. So here's the prayer. Father Yah, I just come before you today and I ask you that you may forgive me of my transgression, my sins of going against your laws, statutes, and commandments. I have a brother that is courteous and kind to me to run me on errands because I don't have a vehicle. But what he goes in to run his errands, I've been stealing out of his glove compartment his money for the last 3 years. And I'm at that place now. I'm tired. I'm empty. Tired of faking it like I got it all together around people. But I'm I just feel so dry on the inside. I feel depression. I don't know who I am. I'm tired of laughing and I'm not happy. And I know that I'm empty and void of you. So I'm coming to you today, and I'm asking you to forgive me of my sin of stealing from my brother. And Most High, before I came to you in prayer about this, I went to my brother and confessed what I had been doing, that I was stealing his money, and I returned the money that I stole back to him. So I ask you now that you may have mercy on me and forgive me for stealing. Most High, if there be any other thing that I've done that is against your will, by your Ruach, which is your spirit, may you bring me into remembrance of it so I can confess it and get it right. And if one of your commands that I broke have been hurtful to a brother or sister, that I can go to that brother and sister and get it right with them also, make it right with them. I thank you for this time and this opportunity that you given me the grace, which is a time period to get right with you. And as I start my new journey with living according to your will as it is related in the Bible, if I should fall, I pray, Father, that you would just put faithful brothers and sisters around me that live for you, and they can encourage me and reconcile me and give me the opportunity and bring conviction on me by your Ruach, that I can get up and repent. Repent meaning to turn from doing what I'm doing wrong and to turn back to obeying you. But I thank you right now for allowing me this time to live for you. And I know that if I live by what you're saying, all shall go well with me. All right. So that's just a little prayer. And like I say, as you hear, it's just me talking plainly. The main thing at the end of your prayer, amen is not an answer. Uh, you got to get quiet and listen. You got to get quiet and listen to him. Where does he speak to you and in your thoughts? What do those thoughts sound like? They're thoughts of peace, thoughts of doing the right thing. Doing the right thing. Like the right thing may be, I think, I was rude to this person. The most I just put it in me to go and tell, hey, I'm sorry. I was a jerk. Or a jerkess. Female jerk. But I'm sorry. And so the Most High is always, when he speaks, he's always going to be about doing what's right. And he's always going to deal with the things, if there be things that's not like him in your life that you're holding in your thoughts, because from whatever you hold in your mindset, your actions follow what's going on in your mind. So anything that's not like when he really deals with you, go deal with what you're thinking on, meditating on, so your actions line up and manifest him and give glory unto him. So if you've taken out that time to make that choice and say that prayer, there are two things I ask you to do. First, thing I want you to do is get your Bible. Once you get your Bible, we're going to go to the Old Testament and start studying out of the first book of the Old Testament, which is Genesis. And make sure you have a pen, pad, highlight available so you can take notes. Say this prayer before you start studying. Most High, grant me with the knowledge and wisdom of that knowledge of what you're saying to me through your word. If there's ever time when you study, you don't fully understand what you're studying, feel free to reach out to us. Secondly, if you're not local, definitely want you to reach out to us so that we can help you find a fellowship in your area that can keep you encouraged while you're on this journey. If we're not able to find a fellowship that really teaches the word like it should be taught, we're going to stay connected by the way of technology, which I do week in and week out in other states and other countries. The vision of the Salt and Light Church is to see mankind become productive in every area of their life so that we, the body of Christ, may have a positive effect on our society through YAHUSHUA the Christ.